And we're live.
You caught up on Loki?
Yes, I am. I think so. There's 4, right?
Four of them. I liked it a lot, man. I thought it was really fucking good.
It's the best one. Everyone loved Wanda, but I think what they really liked was the return of Marvel. I don't know that Wanda was that amazing. They were just excited. I liked it, but I think it's the third best one. Am I missing any? I don't think so. But I think Loki is the very best one. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. This most recent episode was pretty fucking cool. I don't know. I dug it.
There was a Zach. Can we get a spoilers warning, please? I hope he's on. Sitting here listening. There we go. All right. So there's a part in episode 3 where they're talking about Loki's and like how they, are we just destined to lose all the time? And he's like, well, we don't always win, but we never die. And I'm like, you know what? That's true. He finds himself in some pretty precarious situations sometimes, and he's a survivor.
Yep.
And that's really cool. Zach says I can see him in the bottom. I actually don't know what he's seeing. I don't know
what you're talking about.
Yeah, I see myself at the bottom. Kyle, you do also?
I'm in the top right, and you're in the top left for me.
Below the screen.
Below? What about below the screen?
It says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. Your screen looks different than mine?
I don't know. I see a spoilers thing rolling by at the bottom.
Under that. Oh, you're full screened. That's
full
why.
Screened.
Yeah. Okay. In any case, I can't tell if Zach's walked away. But back on topic. Yeah, Loki is amazing. I'm digging it. I'm interested in who they're not time lords. What are they?
Timekeepers? I
think you're right.
Yeah, like the main things.
Right.
Yeah.
There were these like 3 big like wizard persons or something, and it turns out they're not even real,
or at least those aren't the real ones if there are real ones.
I considered that as well. But it definitely there's some unanswered questions, and they had me waiting for the next week. What did it come out tonight? Or
yesterday. It came out yesterday. Wednesdays. It premieres on Wednesdays. So
so
we're about as up to date as it gets.
I was hoping it was
watch,
like 6 days old. And
did you watch the post-credit scene?
No.
Oh.
I missed something.
Do you want to know?
Yes.
We got the spoil. All right. So Loki wakes up and he's in like destroyed New York City. You can see the Avengers Tower like toppled in the background. And he goes, it's like zoomed in on his face. And he's like, is this hell? And you hear this voice go, no, but you'll end up there pretty soon if we don't get moving. And you look, and there is a black Loki. There's a child Loki. There's a Loki that's literally a baby crocodile with the Loki horns. And there's a like the classic Loki from the comics that looks ridiculous, like with the crazy horns and like the green and yellow uniform. And he's like an old man. Like it's pretty cool.
I'm sorry, carry on.
That's it, I guess. Yeah.
That's super exciting. Loki horns, to my sense of style, are the lamest possible horn configuration. Like Viking horns are the good ones. Like that to me is
those are made up to be fair. Like Vikings never wore those horns, but I hear you.
Okay.
That style of horn.
Bull horns are the good ones. Those are real. I've seen some lately.
That's true. On bikes, yeah.
So like that to me is the coolest, sort of strongest, scariest horn. The downturned ones that like Loki wears seem stupid, but they toned them down for Loki. So it's like inspired by the comic, but not the same. And the girls' horns with the one broken one, I like a ton. And I'm like, I like what they're doing here. Like they have to stay, they pay tribute to the comic.
Yeah.
But they diverted enough from it.
Are you saying that you like that helmet he wears with the swoop horns?
I'm saying almost like I dislike it, but they did the best they could while still paying tribute to the comic.
Okay, because I don't follow that Marvel stuff at all, but like every time I see those big 2 horns, I get like more of like a Bug's Life antenna vibe than horns. Like they do because of the way they're not like to the side, they're just forward like antennas. Like they should have made his horns cooler for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, the post credit scene was really cool. I didn't know it existed either. I missed it. I usually fast forward in case there is one, but like there never has been one, so I just stopped doing that. But I was watching like one of those YouTube videos, like everything you missed in the most recent episode of Loki, and they got to that part where they're like, oh, and if you didn't see the mid, I think they call it a mid credit scene because I think it is kind of like in the middle of the credits. Go back and watch. And I was, all right, let me go back and watch. It's fucking cool. There's like I said, the black Loki, the child Loki, the old school Loki, and then a crocodile Loki. Like the crocodile Loki's fucking hilarious. So
I didn't think that variants would be so variable. Like I thought they were.
They're infinitely variable, apparently. Yeah.
Right, but I guess like if I had only seen episode 1, I would have thought all the variants could be played by the same actor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
can he turn himself into a crocodile? Is that like a power?
He can actually.
Yeah.
There's a really funny moment, and I think it's Thor Ragnarok, where Thor is telling somebody a story about Loki, and he's like, yes, there was this one time where Loki turned himself into a snake because he knows I love snakes. And when I picked the snake up, he turned back into himself and says, aha, it's me. And he stabbed me. That was such a great story.
If you have the power to turn into a snake, he's just doing that to troll that guy. He could have stabbed him way easier. So he just has fun fucking with people sometimes. Loki, that's very
he's the
brand.
god of tricks, maybe? Does that sound right?
Yeah, the god of tricks. And
in Christianity, he would be the Satan. He is like the trickster god. He is the god who comes in and makes a really shitty deal with you. He also fucks a lot of animals. There's a lot of like animal fuckery.
Wait, is he an animal when he's doing it?
Yeah, usually.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, he'll often like do that, like that movie.
Think about it. He's an animal also. That's not
like remember that movie.
Sure.
Remember that Netflix movie where like the 4 guys are like on like the wilderness retreat in like Sweden, and they end up lost in the forest, and the cult. They slowly die one by one, and there's a monster stalking them, and the cult is sacrificing the guy to like that ridiculous monster at the end. That was a son of Loki. It was like a spawn of like Loki and an elk or something like that.
Is there a lot of jealousy from Loki towards Thor?
Yeah, huge. Yeah.
Because he's like, man, he's older than me. He's my dad's. He's Odin's favorite. He has Odin gave him more powers than he gave me. Like
that's not exactly accurate but like there's a lot of reasons he's like jealous, and like they have like a rivalry because he's not technically related to them. He's an adopted son as well.
He's almost like a Lucifer character.
He literally is. Yeah.
Yeah. To the like early Lucifer, like where he's still an angel and he's still a god, and he dips, and like Thor's more Jesus-y.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Norse.
There is a hell in North mythology. It's called Hell. There's a
HELP?
Hell. No, it's the same hell. Hell.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have heaven. They like Ragnarok, right? Or no, Ragnarok is the apocalypse. Valhalla is heaven.
Yeah, and their heaven is great. It's just a giant beer hall where you drink and feast forever, and at the end of the night, everybody fights to the death, and then they wake up again in the morning alive.
That doesn't sound great to me.
That would be
incredible.
It's like some of my least favorite things, like a really loud tavern, lots of drinking, and then dying.
And it's like drinking and boasting of like all the cool things you did to like get there, and in the real life, and your real life, like back on Earth.
So many repeated stories by like year 2.
Oh, wait! Sign me up.
Yes. But he just waits until he's the only one not drunk, and then just holds court.
Stick with me, guys.
No, start stabbing each other. Fuck.
I was once a lifeguard.
It was type 2 fun. Have I told you guys about type 2? Yes, you've told us about the fun.
If it brings up type 2 fun again, we're starting the killing alley. Killing you would be type 1 fun.
I haven't read fan feedback. I imagine they're going wild with that. But